and I can see all of the cables and like reconnect stuff, test things out. It's like all visible, very neat, very nice, perfect. Whew, I didn't sleep a lot. Studio's still under construction. I just had my very first piano lesson. It's kind of cute. I'm a music producer and DJ for 15 years. And this was my first, actually my second, but the other one was like years ago. I have now someone teaching me to play the piano from ground up. We're starting at 0. I want to learn it at least to a stage where I could play in front of people and play with a band. So both hands chords, or one hand chords, one hand a melody. Shouldn't take that long. I mean, I have already like a good foundation, but my mechanical skills with the fingers are just bad. I never learned it. I play chords like this instead of this, and my like ring and my small pinky finger, like they do weird stuff. So I'm learning it from ground up, and I think it's important. No matter how old you are, you can learn anything still. And I like, for me, my life philosophy is like always fixing the weakest link. I do it in my music production, I do it here in the studio, I do it in my private home life, whatever, furniture and whatnot. But right now, the studio is being upgraded. I'm very happy with my music production and the mixing and the songs and the labels that I'm now working with together. But this one skill, being able to just sit in front of a keyboard and play and come up with melodies this way, instead of playing it really slow and then fixing it in the computer. I want to be able to do it on the spot and just record it. That's my main goal, and I think I will achieve it. Usually, when I set goals, I do everything to reach them. Now I also said it here on this channel. Now I really have to do it. I'll give you an update in like a month or two. It actually goes pretty fast. It's just like forcing your fingers to do what your brain wants. That's like the main struggle. Speaking of struggles, let's head upstairs to the Chaos Studio. Table 1 done. Looks beautiful the next day. This result is way better than I thought, because we painted it yesterday in the dark, which you should never, ever do. But it's good. 4 layers. It took us 4 layers to get to this result. Today it's about fixing the last mistakes. The hole for the cables, it's not wide enough. I need to extend it a little, put the cables through, put this one back on top, and then I can start doing the cables nice and neatly. I'm looking forward to this already for the entire day. Whew, these small adjustments, 4 more hours. Another hole I had to drill, but cables through, can't see them at all anymore. Within the table, next up, the fun part, putting all of the gear, at least in the table right there in the back.
Straight into the darkness, we ain't even asking why. Just waiting for the morning, sun comes up, make it go back down, 'cause I just wanna swim in your love right now. Think I'm gonna dive tonight, right into the deep.
Finally, my baby's got a new home. It looks epic, it looks really good. I didn't expect it to be so nice. Yeah, wow. Was worth all of the trouble. No wobble whatsoever. Since here on top, I got the patch bay right here, so I can patch. All of these are hard patched, but I can patch anything, anywhere, and get it into the computer, into the front desk. Then we got the SPL medicine for the sound. I decided, instead of routing all of the cables between both tables, it's easier to just have one interface here and another one in the front table and connect it with the MADI cable. The SwitchMate is just a placeholder, probably another preamp, so I have 2 preamps, the interface and the patch bay here on this desk. Those 4 synths, maybe a couple more coming, I don't know. There's actually no more space, but I'll make some space for new friends. And now it's like underneath of the table and doing all of the wiring and all of the cables. And I promised you no visible cables. I will make sure there are no visible cables, and I'll make it so nice that you will all applaud me in the comments. Hopefully.
I want you now, don't let me down. I'm falling in, so help me out.
I don't know why. Lately everything takes way longer than I expect and maybe also necessary. But I've used like 40, 50 of these little clips right here. They're amazing. Attach, back, table, cables through, clip it. Looks very nice. It's almost like an art piece. You see absolutely no visible cable. If you go down, down, down low, you can look underneath. So whenever I need to, I just lay on the floor, look up, and I can see all of the cables and like reconnect stuff, test things out. It's like all visible, very neat, very nice, perfect. And I managed like audio is all in the front and all power stuff is in the back. So it's separated. It's like split right here. Nothing is crossing. I just still need to connect the synthesizers. So these cables right here will go in. Right now they will go around, which is of course stupid. I will make holes here, but I still don't know where exactly, so I'll leave that for another day. And I installed in here on the other side, since I have the same height, I installed rack drawers, which are amazing. So I can put small stuff in here, cables, I don't know, whatever the studio needs, and just put it back in there. Got 4 of these synths on top, and I set up right here in the front. The front desk is still under construction, but I set up my controller. I set up the interface. To give all of this a little test, in theory, if I now play music, it should play over the speakers. That would be already amazing. It means the connection from the interface to the speakers is working. Perfect. Wasn't really worried about it. The one connection I'm worried about is the MADI one, because if it breaks, you can't fix it. It's like a light emitting cable optic. Is it optic? I don't know. It's like light running through it. So if there's one little scratch, one little bend, I have to reopen the entire floor and do everything again. The only way to test it is fire up the Moog. It's the only connected synth. Logic is loading. If I have to redo the cable on the floor, I'll throw up instantly. It was annoying. I have to admit, it was annoying. But now that it's done, I'm happy. Like, no visible cable, it's worth it. That's 100% worth it. Will I do it ever again? No. It should be external MIDI 17. Let's check. 17 and 18, yeah. And it already shows me the Moog as a USB. I connected it to the orange hub I showed you a couple of days ago for the MIDI stuff. So it's connected in there. There's one USB cable running through. There's the MADI for all of the audio and 2 more cables for light, a DMX, just normal XLR connections. I was thinking, because I have 2 more on this light thing that I use to control all of the lights. They're not working right now. It has to be soldered. I have like 2 ports free. So I thought, why not put 1 LED underneath of this table, 1 underneath of that, so it shines down and makes them float even more. Let's see, in a week or so I'll be able to present it to you. But let's select MIDI, the Moog. It's working. I have now the keyboard thing in Logic. So MIDI is working, 1 connection safe, sound is there, it's working. I can also play it here. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. It's such a different approach to sound designing at all. It's way more complicated. If it's not set the right way, there's no sound coming out of it. There are no presets. There's no reset. But you also sometimes create something you would never ever otherwise do. And that's like one of the main reasons. There are more. I'll reveal them later. But one, why I'm getting this kind of creative table right here. Has the synthesizers, soon also record player, field recording, a tape machine, maybe. That's already a little unnecessary. And what else? Pedal boards, 100%. These are so much fun. So much fun. Anyways, enough with the fun stuff. Back to business again. Because, I mean, there is a second table and it's still a mess. And back again to sanding and gluing. I just glued the wrong piece to the wrong piece. I think I'm tired, like I don't know, yesterday really late, today really late, woke up really early, didn't accomplish a lot, that's the worst part, but this table, constructing it, painting it, should be all done tomorrow. Tune in if you're interested in seeing me accomplishing something. Today, unfortunately not, at least not this right here. It's like way past 8, Vanessa's waiting. It's time to head back home.
'Cause I just wanna swim in your love right now.